If you're a beginner crypto investor, you'll want to hear this. A lot of people get stuck in a buy, hold, and hope pattern because they don't understand the natural selection of asset classes. That is, there is a theory or really a practical flow of the way liquidity operates in the market. And if you get this wrong, well, you'll find yourself stuck. If you get it right, you'll find yourself far more productive than your friends and relatives. Typically, and this isn't scientific, but I'm going to give you the broad strokes here, capital flows from large asset classes that outperform to lower asset classes that then outperform. Basically, it's like gold first, stocks second, Bitcoin third, and altcoins last. That's an oversimplification because, well, gold, for example, represents the precious metals arena. And obviously, there's silver, there's copper, there's platinum, there's different metals. And they all get their piece of the pie. They get their rotationary consumption of liquidity. Of course, stocks and commodities, oil and the S&P 500, NASDAQ, Russell 2000, they're getting their share. People forget just how small Bitcoin actually is, even though it's been in the limelight big time the last 5 to 10 years. Smaller assets get the majority of the liquidity later in the rotationary cycle. Of course, that implies that altcoins then come after Bitcoin, but it's not that they're all waiting at the starting line, not moving at all until capital rotates. No, they start moving, and even in the last week, you can see the altcoins that are moving with strength ahead of Bitcoin and Ethereum to some extent. They're outperforming the Bitcoin ratio in the short term. Now they're retesting, kind of consolidating and taking a respite until Bitcoin and Ethereum reassert leadership. It's a time for positioning, it's a time for patience. Take, for example, this chart. This is the copper gold chart, right? Copper versus gold. On the daily, you can see copper is now outperforming gold. Traditionally, this is a huge bullish signal for Bitcoin. This indicates that all of that early money that you saw in the gold blow off top moments in January is finally making its way through the rest of the precious metals market. And obviously, a big portion of it's made its way into the stock market. And you can kind of see what happens next for crypto. Why am I telling you all this? Well, maybe you feel like you're a total noob and beginner. Maybe you feel like you're caught in a buy, hold, and hope scenario. You got in at the wrong time, or maybe you just feel like you don't know what you don't know. Take this video as a catalyst, as a prompt.